way of Will John.
No intro in the podcast today. We're just starting it off like that. Sandy, what's up? Wie geht's dir? Geht's dir
Wie
gut?
geht's dir? Oh, you're dropping some German.
Yeah, why not?
And some twerk moves, please.
And some twerk moves? Yeah, okay. We got to save those for a little bit.
Yeah, help.
Since you actually won the twerk championship in Costa Rica, is that true?
That's true, and I feel a little bit intimidated that you say you're...
Obviously.
You know, I have a twerk video on YouTube. Obviously,
Really?
my best video with the most clicks because the title is Swedish Girl Learns How to Twerk. So people obviously were like...
Yeah. Are the comments just a disaster, though?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we don't
sure.
want to read them.
Yeah, I see. It's like that. But you know, there's this, because you like languages and because you like all that stuff, have you seen all of the polyglot ones? Because you said that one's a Swedish girl, Swedish girl learns how to twerk, right? Well, all the language ones are like, a white guy speaks Chinese in downtown, or a black guy speaks, it's just how you have to do it now. That's just it.
Yeah, or like rate the sexiest Spanish accent.
I've never seen these. What is this?
There's like American girls who sit and listen to different Spanish accents, Puerto Rican, Costa Rican, and they have to vote with covered eyes what accent is the sexiest.
That's a video, huh?
That's actually a concept.
This reminds me of, this was a few years ago. I don't know if you guys did this in Sweden. You probably did. The American girl tries Swedish snacks, or French guy tries Brazilian whatever. It's like that. And then they just sit there and eat. The problem that I have with it is that they all over-exaggerate all of their... It's so... Why?
How can you exaggerate? It's sugar.
Yeah,
it's candy.
It's going to taste good.
But I do understand the herring, you know, the canned herring.
What? What is
the
this?
Fermented. Surströmming.
Oh, so let me get that again.
Surströmming.
Is that a Swedish word?
Yeah.
For
fermented herring. So basically it's herring who's been fermented for a very long time, and only opening the box will make you puke. And so foreign people make videos eating this. It's also a concept.
But that actually sounds interesting. You never tried it?
No.
But I mean, it's fermented fish?
Yeah.
I don't understand the process of fermentation anyway. I don't know what that really...
Why would you like to eat something fermented?
But is that supposed to be... That's not supposed to be a candy.
No, that's supposed to be just
gross.
Fish.
Just gross stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
Here you have gross.
Well, who's eating that? Is that you?
Foreign people.
What do you mean foreign people? It came from here, though. It's like some Viking culture thing.
Same thing like German people coming over to Sweden looking for mooses and moose poop.
No, I don't know anything about this. We need to get into this. What? I have German friends. Not once have they ever said, yeah, I gotta go by Stockholm real quick, pick up some moose shit.
I actually saw a moose yesterday.
Really? Just out in the middle of the street, or?
Yes, no, not in Stockholm City, outside.
Okay.
And the thing is, I know they exist and I've seen them in a distance, but this moose was actually standing 3 meters away from me. And I'm like, holy shit, I was in the car driving.
Oh, okay.
And it was so...
They're big, right?
Big!
They're so big.
No, you cannot imagine.
No,
it was big.
I know, yeah. I played in Finland, and there were reindeer over there. I don't know if one time I saw a moose. I don't know if this was in the zoo. Did they have moose in the zoo?
Probably.
I don't know, but one time I did see, and the reindeer are huge too, first off, and their antlers, most of them are really, really, really big. But like, moose are huge. Like you compare them, like I'm from Kansas, in Kansas City, not anymore because it's all urban and it's all, all this stuff. It's just, they've taken care of all the nature, but like deer are like tiny. Yeah. And in my head, when you're little, you're just like, oh, moose, deer, bears. They're not that much, but there's no comparison.
No. This was the head of this moose was as big as my car. And I'm like, shit, it's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And people outside think that we have ice bears running around in the streets.
Okay.
That's not true.
I didn't know anything about this.
It snows in May.
It does snow.
What is worse?
I don't. Well, honestly, when I played in Finland, it snowed in June, and that's worse.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
I have to emigrate. I told you already.
Yeah, so what's going on here? So we should also, first off, you can't tell this. If you guys are listening to this, you can't tell that she has so much Viking blood in her that she's 8,000 feet tall.
I have no Swedish...
You're so tall, though. You have no Swedish blood in you? Your parents are lying to you. She's like 8,000 feet tall, okay?
Yeah. The thing is, I have no Swedish blood.
Okay.
My dad is Austrian-Italian. My mom is German.
All right.
Though I was born and raised in Sweden, so maybe that affected.
Is that how it works?
Also, there's not a lot of sun here, so I'm like, how could I have all this length in me without so much sun.
So wait, say this again. Austro-Italian?
Austrian.
He's Austrian, half Italian, or
Yeah, that's
he's an
my dad.
Austro-Italian. Your dad.
Yeah.
Okay, and your mom?
My mom is German.
Your mom is German,
But she
straight
never
up.
lived in Germany. That's a weird thing. She was born and raised in Africa.
All right, so we got a
She
story.
lived in Nigeria, in Ethiopia,
No
like
way.
everywhere. Yeah.
My dad's from Nigeria.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Davido.
Oh, you love Davido? Okay.
Follow me, banana, follow me.
That's
My
crazy.
favorite artist.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Davido's awesome. My dad.
So
loves it,
I
yeah.
try to. So my mom also lived in Istanbul. So when I was born and raised, we were not listening or even being part of Swedish culture. We were listening to Turkish music, a lot of Arabic music.
Wow.
And amongst them, Amer Diab, who is an Arabian singer,
Okay.
and he has a song. It's called Habibi ya Noor al-Ain. It means honey, my little treasure, sort of. And that's my music.
Okay.
So sometimes we're
So
like,
you feel. I see. But
Inshallah, mashallah, that's how I was born and raised.
Okay, but then, how long you were born and raised? Sorry, you were not born here, or you were born here.
I was born in
So you were born here and you were raised here for how long?
for like all my life.
Okay.
Until I graduated, then I left immediately to Germany. I wanted
see.
to try my German roots.
I see.
So I lived in Hamburg.
In Hamburg, in the north.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too
really
far
nice.
from
Have you
here,
been?
really. Yeah, of course. I've been to Hamburg. I've been in a
Where
few
have
places.
you not been?
Yeah, basically, I've been everywhere now. There's a few places that Antarctica. So I've decided I'm going to
Have
go.
you been to Antarctica?
I haven't yet, but I'm going.
That's you see this map? I have a
I do now.
tattooed map
Okay.
of the world.
Yeah.
The only continent missing is Antarctica because I haven't been.
Oh, okay. You know, you can like take cruises from Argentina.
I have to go.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, I don't really expect there to be anything cool there. There are scientists there. There's some cool stuff, and like, is it Antarctica that like all the governments don't let you like can't go?
It's very, very hard to go there.
That's part of the flat earther thing.
Yeah.
Did the flat earth thing make it all the way over here? Like, did you guys have a bunch of flat earther? Are you a flat earther?
No, what is that?
You don't know the flat earth thing? You didn't hear about that?
Flat Earth. Oh, you mean like the Earth is
So
flat?
yeah, is the earth flat or is it round? That's the question.
That's the question. So I would say it's round.
You would say it's round. I would say it's round. I don't have any reason to believe that it's flat, but a lot of people
But it's also difficult. Like when you've been traveling the world,
yeah.
I would not say it's flat because
Well,
I wouldn't have come
how?
back.
Well, you wouldn't have come back. How? What do you mean?
I would fall over the edge because I'm an adventurer.
But,
I would
yeah,
be like,
you'd find the edge.
find the edge and then come back.
I don't.
And I'm still traveling.
They've got that. They already answered that question for you. The conspiracy. They said that it's a dome of some kind. Okay, so it's flat, and then there's a dome over the Earth.
Oh, it's
around.
like Bird Box. The
exactly.
Sandra Bullock movie.
And so I never saw that, but I heard it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
But they, you can't go to the end. Like you just get like to a thing, or like it sorted it out. So
I think that if we would ask Trump, what would he say?
I don't think Trump cares. I don't think Trump has ever decided, oh, is the Earth flat or round? And
because in Sweden we make fun of him, so like it would not be surprising if he thinks the Earth is flat. I'd be like, of course, and then you drink hand disinfection before you go to sleep.
Exactly.
That's how you get your beautiful skin.
Exactly. On our other podcast, Biscuits and Tea, we have this other podcast. You're very welcome to come on there. The guys would absolutely love that. We were trying to get, before I get derailed on this story, I met a doctor the other day, and we're trying to get her to come on, but she's like, we wanted to talk about Swedish culture and like how I feel on it and stuff like that. She's super shy. She's very doctor, very organized,
very Swedish.
Okay, yeah. And in that sense, she's very reserved. And so she's a little hesitant to want to come on. But I wanted her to come on because the whole Corona thing is going and everybody is shitting on Sweden for how they're dealing with it. And she's a doctor. So it would be really interesting because she could have her own take on it. But she's a little...
I have some doctor friends.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes, please.
I'll give you their number.
Okay, good.
So I was asking you before.
Yes.
And your take on Swedish people, I really want to know.
Okay. Well, this is different because, I, like you, have traveled the world. So I've also lived in 2 other Scandinavian countries. So I've lived in Denmark and Finland, which I don't know if that technically still counts. It is Scandinavia, right?
Yeah,
Scandinavia.
yeah.
Okay, good. Some people told me, like, because the Finns are weird, they're like, we don't want...
Very weird.
Yeah. So, Swedish people are cool, though, for the most part. I don't see any outward signs of any issues. You guys with small talk is probably my favorite thing ever. Most Swedish people don't do small talk in the right way. Like, it's not the same. Like, they'll either get really bored with the conversation immediately and just like, and be out, or they just, it's like very stiff and rugged. It's not like very flowy. Americans can talk to everyone about nothing. There doesn't have to be.
Yeah, but that also, on the other hand, I have to say, when I lived in Costa Rica just recently, I met this big group of Americans.
All
and
right.
I went on a dinner with them.
Okay.
20 Americans and me. And I'm like, holy shit, these people talk so much.
Exactly.
I talk a lot. But these people talk so much about shit.
Yes.
Like, about nothing for hours. And I was just sitting there. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yeah, that's...
And they were so happy. They were like, you're Swedish. I'm
yeah.
like, yes. We love Sweden.
I know. Yeah.
Midsummer.
Yeah. It's like this thing. Yeah, Sweden is like this thing about it that we don't really quite understand. It seems foreign and exotic.
Yeah, exotic. Like,
It's
what?
very exotic.
Don't exotify me.
Yeah, well, that's what that. No, that's...
No.
They don't have any... There's no... Because America, we don't travel, really. I mean, we travel, but we don't have a good understanding. Everybody makes fun of Americans don't know geography. They don't know Europe really well. They don't know where certain places are on the planet.
I'm trying to explain for other people about Swedish people that Swedes don't have rhythm. And for me, it's very sexy with rhythm and dynamic feeling of doing things. So rhythm could be, you know how to small talk, you know when to put a line, you know how to touch someone's shoulder. You're not awkward. And Swedish people don't have this. If I would touch someone's shoulder, I'd be so nice to meet you. And I'm like, tap.
Yeah,
They'd be like,
it's
what
not.
do you want from me?
Okay.
And just touch your arm.
But see, that's the thing. Like, so you've been to America, yeah?
Yes.
You know the whole, when you get to a restaurant or a store and they'll be like, hey, my name's Mary. Nice to meet you. I'll be your server. Like that whole thing that you guys don't do that. Like no one really in the world does that. So my question to you is, do you find that annoying, the idea of service? Because we overdo service because we work on tips and we work on all those things. Over here in Europe, it's kind of, you guys are nice. Like in Eastern Europe, they're not so nice as far as that whole restaurant thing. Does it annoy you when they come up and they like do that fake voice thing?
I think a little bit.
Okay.
Like listening to Americans talking to each other. Oh my God. And then Jackson was like kissing me and I'm like, oh my God. And then Jane came in. I'm like, no, what? No.
Yeah.
Just don't.
That's what we sound like, right? Yeah.
But I think that people always should be nice. So nice people, authentic nice people is different than nice people.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
So like if I go somewhere and they're like when I traveled through Russia and they were really hard to talk to
because
like
you don't
not
speak
being
Russian.
so nice. Yeah, but then I mean I'd rather have overdoing nice than being rude. You know?
Exactly. That's the thing.
But it's just very impressive that you're able to talk about so much shit. I wanted to say shit, so many things.
Yes, different cultures. You can say shit. You can say whatever you want on this podcast. We don't care. I don't care.
But I think Swedes need a little bit more warmth, a little bit more touch, a little bit more connection. Yeah. A little bit more rhythm. Look at people how they dance.
I don't know how people dance here.
If people are not super drunk, they will not dance.
But that's Scandinavia in general a little bit, right? Yeah. You guys wait until you get drunk. That was the whole thing too. They would tell me at my other clubs. They're just like, you would see guys, they're very proper. Okay, what's with the Swedish wardrobe for guys? Specifically, I'm not going to get into the girls. I don't know enough. Like it doesn't, but like the suit, the hair, the glasses, and the whole, like that whole set. Who is the first guy? I want to meet patient zero. Who is the guy? You think I'm doing? Who is that guy? Because he's obviously so influential.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea actually. Could it be Zlatan? Maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When he's not on playing, he's just being a suit person. I don't know. People are just here. There are norms. Yeah. You don't do your own norm. You follow the norm. Right. So if one person starts with a suit, people are like,
that's the
shit. I'm so behind. I have to get myself a suit. Yeah. And I remember living in Hamburg and I was working in the Swedish clothing store. So I was really Scandinavian. So people knew who I was in this hipster era. They were like, that's Sandra. She works in the Swedish clothing store. Cool. So I felt really pumped.
Right.
My confidence.
Of course.
Went back to Sweden for vacation. I was nobody.
Yeah. Exactly.
Everyone looked so cool. Everyone had their perfect hair, their non-expression on their faces.
Right. Yeah.
And there I was with my little dress, and people
Yeah.
were like, "Look at her, stupid."
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I do, but there's so much about Sweden that I love. The people, you're right, there is a difference, but that's the closer you get to the equator, it seems to be the more rhythm and more, because they're outside all the time. I don't know what it was. Maybe that's just it. That's Latin African cultures have this rhythm feel to it that's just, the further you get away from the equator and like where the sun is out all the time. Because over here they were inside. Like 2,000 years ago, you gotta be inside. I'm not
That's
going
why
outside.
I'm asking myself, why do I even live here?
Okay, so
I need to be outside. Yeah, but now because of the crisis and stuff, so I feel that maybe I should start to settle a little bit here.
Okay.
Just to have a really good base.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then still be traveling.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of good things about Sweden too.
Like,
And
what's the
like
number one thing that I wouldn't know?
It's safe.
Yeah, it's incredibly safe
It's
and
safe
clean.
and clean, and everything works.
Yeah.
Like being in other countries where you have to bribe, you
Yeah.
have to just hustle, like we talked about, and hustle every day can be quite annoying.
Yeah. No, it's too much. It's too much.
Just,
That's
you
the
just
problem.
sometimes just want to flow through it.
Exactly. That's the thing. In living in these countries is that I love it because there's a peace. There's a certain peace. And if you stay in the peace for too long, like you, I kind of want to, let me go see something different and let me just let this move a little bit. But when you live and play, like I played in Morocco, which is an amazing place. I signed a 2-year contract. I ended up leaving early when the club, we lost 4-0. Bad, clearly. But then there was rioting at our actual training and guys getting fought, chased over fences, cutting and breaking wrists and stuff like that. And the police are showing up. And then you got to fight with the club, and then the government is coming in. And then it's just like, this doesn't happen at all in places like this, at all,
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's just also, I find, being tall, being, for people say I'm blonde. I think I'm a brunette, but I rest my case.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Comment down below. Yeah.
Exactly. So I was traveling through Latin America, and
All right.
people are like, "Hola, gringa, hello, blonde girl."
Okay.
I'm like, I'm not American blonde girl here.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
talk
Yeah.
to me like I'm a gringa.
Mm-hmm.
But also I understand them.
Yeah.
I mean, what should they think?
They don't know. They don't
No,
know.
they have
How do you okay? But this your mix of German.
I think
Austrian,
I'm a
Italian.
mermaid. I always say I'm a mermaid. It's
Okay,
easier.
because I don't know what I would put you in. If I saw you in America, you're clearly just an American to me because that's the way the country works.
Do I look Swedish?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You would pass for Swedish because, like I said, you're so tall. Yeah, I could say I wouldn't have any issue if you told me I was 100% Swedish, because that's the thing. I don't understand the whole. I was at Pressbyrån.
Pressbyrån. Yeah.
Pressbyrån.
Yeah.
Okay. And there was a lady there who I thought was Hispanic or something. So I just, as I was leaving, I said, gracias, just as a joke, like just kind of like cool. No, she, and then she like didn't understand me. She's like, I just go, oh, like, where are you from? Or I'm from Sweden. So, I just thought maybe you were not. She said, no. She was not happy. And I mean, she was not happy at all.
Yeah. But people don't have any humor.
But
I'm so sorry.
she didn't like it at all.
Yeah,
I was smiling. It wasn't like, it was nothing. It was just.
But I can also relate when people say or ask me if I'm Russian.
Oh, you could pull that off too.
No,
right?
but that upsets me. I'm like,
why? Because you don't like Russia?
Yeah,
Or?
I'm not Russian. How if people in Sweden are cold, in Russia they would kill you.
Never been there. I've still never been. I got Russian friends, but most of them are crazy.
Russian people who live abroad that I've met outside of Russia are really
different.
cool.
It's different.
But in Russia, everything to them is niet, which is no to everything. I'm like, I'm offering you money. Niet, niet.
Yeah. So they weren't really open.
No,
I mean, that's the stereotype that they've said. I don't know because I haven't been there yet.
But it's funny. But I don't. I think that you should always. I started to ask a new type of question instead of
To who?
asking people in general.
Okay.
Instead of asking where are you from, because it sucks. That question is just, I think it's rude sometimes.
Okay.
And especially if you're, no, but where are you actually from?
Oh, but
And you're like, oh, are we going there now? So I think it's more interesting to ask, what languages do you speak?
Okay, for sure.
Where have you lived?
Yeah,
because in that way you get information without being rude, but also it opens up interesting conversation because I talk Spanish.
Right.
I don't have Spanish blood.
Yeah.
Why am I talking Spanish?
Of course.
We could talk more about that.
Yeah.
Instead of, but where are you actually from?
Where are you actually from? Yeah. Well, that carries a different type of connotation, especially in countries over here, Scandinavia and in Germany, and also that same type of question in the U.S. It can make some people sensitive because if they came up to a black guy or a brownish guy and said, hey, where are you from? And he says, oh, I'm from New York. And then somebody goes, no. Mm-hmm. Like, but where are you really from? Yeah. And the guy would be like, I'm born here. My dad was born here. You know what I mean? And so there's this whole thing because it's different in America. Everybody that my school is multicultural. I had people, there's Asian, black, white. Everything is just mixed. It's just a giant mix. So you don't know who's American, quote unquote, or...
Yeah, but what is...
Exactly.
Like any nationality, what does it mean? Because in my heart, I would say I'm a Latina.
Okay,
you know? Like how I dance, how I talk.
Yeah.
People here are like, where the fuck are you from?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
how you talk to people, that's not Swedish.
Right.
But it's also because I've been around.
Yeah, you've traveled.
I'm
but
so old.
You're a global... I consider myself a global citizen.
Yeah,
I think you probably would too.
Yeah.
If you live a life where you're traveling around, that's it. So, okay, well then we got to wrap this up here. Overall, what languages do you speak though?
Spanish, Swedish, English, and German.
What are you learning? You got to be learning something new.
I want to be learning Portuguese.
Okay, because you're going to Portugal.
I don't know. It's beautiful.
It is. You've been there.
I've been both in Portugal and Brazil.
And in Brazil. I've been to both also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one did you like better?
Wow.
You started to say...
People think I'm Brazilian sometimes.
Brazilian, Russian, and Swedish.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can pull all those off. Yeah.
No, but I really like Lisbon. It's a potential city for me to live in.
Okay.
But also in Brazil, men are really annoying, so I don't think it's...
the catcall thing.
Oh.
Was it really that bad? I wouldn't know.
But there are other countries that are worse.
For catcalling?
I remember I was going by bus from Cape Town up to Kenya.
South Africa?
Yeah.
Okay.
So through 8 countries. And it was very interesting. I got many offers along the way.
On the bus, are they really out and open? Or they're just...
No, we went to parties, and I remember being in Kenya and on this really big New Year's party. Yeah. And we were in front of the stage, 5,000 Kenyan people, and me and 3 friends. And we were like, oh,
Are
shit.
also Swedish.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, this is going to go down.
Okay. Yeah.
And the artist is called Arrow Boy.
Mm-hmm.
So he paused the music and he says, bring the white meat on stage. And we're like, no, don't.
Bring the white meat on stage.
So yeah, he pulled my 2 friends up and they had to twerk, really drawing in front of all these 5,000 Kenyan people.
Yeah.
And I remember, because then we were the attention of the place.
Of course.
And people were like, you want a Kenyan boyfriend? And I'm like, oh, no, I already have 2. And I show my rings because I wear a lot of rings.
Okay.
But you have more fingers for more boyfriends. I'm like, it's a joke. Just
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very interesting.
Wow.
We can talk about catcalling abroad another time.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it some other time. All right, guys. Links and everything is down there. You can find all this stuff. Check it out. 11th Commandment. Sandy, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Peace. Later.
Hey do.
Awesome. Okay. Hit.